Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Ballinskelligs Regatta of 2024. Fantastic racing here this afternoon here in Ballinskelligs, and we're covering the final event of the afternoon, which is the same boat race. And what a race that should be, as we have the line-up. From the inside is the Liberator and Seine. Then we've come on Ballinskelligs, over the water, Valentia, and on the very far side, Connakeen. So as they head away here in the same boat race, the final event of the afternoon in Ballinskelligs 2024 Regatta, we have Crumon and the boys from over the water, also Ballinskelligs and Valentia stuck in it for first position. The Liberator here on the near side. It should be a very good race as they head down towards the buoy. Dermot Welch and his crew for Valentia, the hot favourites, have been winning all the regattas so far this year in the south and mid-Kerry waters. We'll see how it goes here this afternoon here in Ballinskelligs. The waters are lovely and calm, a small bit of wind alright, but as they head away down, it is Crumon here in the centre of the water, with in the far side half a length further back to Valentia. Then we have half a length to the Liberator. Then we have Ballinskelligs and Connakeen on the far side battling out for fourth and fifth, and then we have over the water back in sixth position. So head away down here, it is the Liberator in the near side with Crumon in the centre of the water. Crumon look like they're leading it here, and then we have Valentia pressing up there on the boys from Crumon, and then we have the boys from on the far side, Connakeen going well. Connakeen now beginning to row into the position up here in the front, as we see Crumon still holding Valentia with Liberator, Connakeen, and then we have over the water, they're battling it out with Ballinskelligs. As they head down here towards the buoy, it is Valentia now beginning to press Crumon, but Crumon still have a slight advantage. Crumon from Dermot Welch and his crew from Valentia, who have been winning all the regattas, as I said, here in the mid and south Kerry waters this year. And it's now Crumon taking it up here from Valentia, and then we have the Liberator on the near side out of shot, and then further on we have Ballinskelligs now rowing in with the far side Connakeen, and then we've over the water right stuck in it as well. Some great rowing there now by Ballinskelligs, rowing back up there, battling out for third position, but there we have Valentia crew, who are in second position at the moment, and the boys from Crumon are leading it out. Dermot Welch and his crew there, who've been doing very well, as I say, winning all the same boat races in South and Mid Kerry, and are looking for to bring off a four-timer here this afternoon. And there we have going strongly the Connakeen crew, which is coxed by John O'Sullivan. I was talking to John Driscoll there, the stroke oar, this morning, and he was telling me they're in to give a bit of a battle here this evening in Ballinskelligs, their home water. But out in front we have got a great race between Crumon, and then we have Valentia. Crumon and Valentia. Valentia slightly in the lead now from Crumon, and then we have the Liberator here on the near side, and then going strongly are Connakeens, with dropping back a small bit. We have the Ballinskelligs boat, the Ballinskelligs boat, and further back to over the water. Where it's out in front, the race is on between Valentia and Crumon. Valentia now pulling away about half a length from Ballinskelligs, are dropping a slight bit out of the pace here, but it's Valentia out in front from Crumon, and then with the Liberator on the near side. Connakeen now are pressing on for fourth position, and then further back to Ballinskelligs and over the water as we head away down. Some beautiful scenery here in Ballinskelligs this afternoon for the regatta, the 2024 regatta, the last event on the programme, and what great racing we had all day. Some great races, particularly the senior ladies was a great finish to that one as they head away down for the final event on the programme here. It is Valentia from Crumon pressing hard, the Liberator on the far side. Then we have Ballinskelligs and Connakeen slightly in front of Ballinskelligs as they head down towards the buoy. Next weekend we'll be heading down to Crumon for their regatta, which will be on Saturday, and we're heading down to the All-Ireland Coastal Rowing Championships. We'll be on in Dingle this year, so there should be a lot of these same boats. Hopefully we'll turn up to Dingle for the same boat race. I know that all the 4 hours from South Kerry are travelling down, so there should be a big contingent for the Dingle Regatta. The All-Ireland Coastal Rowing Championship is held for the third time in Dingle. So a lot of people will be turning up to that one. But it's Valentia from Crumon and the Liberator back in third. And then in fourth with Connakeen, and then further back to the other Ballinskelligs boat, and then further back to boys from over the water. So they head away down towards the buoy here. It is Valentia on the far side from Crumon, and the Liberator from Seine. Joe Dunn was the cox there, the Liberator, pushing on here, and then further back to the John O'Sullivan with the local boat, the boys down the road here, and they're heading away down to Connekeen Crew and then Ballinskelligs and over the water. So we head away down. It is the boys from Valencia with Dermot Welch. Have won every regatta so far in the same boat race this year, and they're going for another glory here. They've opened up about 2 length advantage over Cremon now, who are about a little clear of the Liberator. Then further back to Connekeen, Ballinskelligs, and bring up the rear over the water. So they head towards the bay. Dermot Welch and his crew, they head away about, they've got about 2 lengths clear now of the lads from Cremon, who are battling in strongly, will be getting ready for their own regatta on next Saturday evening. And what an interesting race that should be down in Cremon. It should be a very tough one, but as they head away towards the bay, it is up in front. Dermot Welch and his crew from Valencia pulled about 2.5 lengths clear now of Cremon, and then on the near side here we've got the Liberator from Carsevine with Joe Dunham as the Cox trying to stay with Cremon for second and third battled out. Back in fourth then we have the lads from Connekeen, then we have Ballinskelligs, and bringing up the rear are over the water. Whereas as we head away down, this Valencia crew are going well. Dermot Welch, who built the sport himself, has gone about 2.5 lengths clear of Cremon, who are about half lit up on the Liberator, and then further back to Connekeen. Dermot heading to the bay, looking to see where the bay is here. The waters are very calm here in Ballinskelligs this afternoon for the regatta. I often did regattas here and we couldn't even sit inside in the boat, it was so rough. So it's lovely smooth water here this afternoon for this rowing. And some great rowing. They're about 8 minutes into rowing here, and it's Valencia gone clear in the same boat race. As we look back at over the water, pressing up now on Ballinskelligs for the 5th and 6th position. Great racing between these two boats. Over the water here, the near side, John Dunham is the captain of the Cox of the over the water crew. And then on the far side, we have got Ballinskelligs. Then further up, you can see the lads from Connekeen. As I said, I was talking to John Driscoll there this morning, and he gave me the crew of the Connekeen crew, which were the local crews here. John Sullivan is the Cox. We have stroke oar John Driscoll, Dylan Connell, 5th oar Vincent Sullivan, and Vitari, who is an Ukrainian man, I didn't get his second name. In 4th oar, Aidan Sullivan and Tyke Sullivan. 3rd oar, we've Jamie Houlihan and A. O'Neill. In the 2nd oar, we've John Murphy and Cormac Houlihan. And in the bow, we have Thomas Hussey and Thomas Curran. They are the local Connekeen crew participating here at the Ballinskelligs Regatta. But as we can see, out in front is the boys from Valencia. I must get their names one of these days from Dermot. In 2nd position, we have Cremon. And back in 3rd, we've the Liberator. Within 4th position, Connekeen, the crew I named there. So as they head away down towards the bay, it is out in front. It is the lads from Valencia. Dermot Welch is their Cox. As I was saying, Dermot built these boats himself. As they head away to the bay, he's looking to see where it is, and is drawn about 3 lengths clear now of Cremon, and the Liberator battling out for 2nd and 3rd position. As we head away, beautiful evening for rowing here in Ballinskelligs. Big crowds gathering around the shore in the Ballinskelligs all day. And there was a bit of a fair on there earlier as well, where we had some of the local vendors selling their foods and their crafts and arts here in Ballinskelligs, and a big crowd turning out this afternoon for the regatta. As we head to the bay, it is out in front. Dermot Welch is drawn 3 lengths clear of Cremon, who are 2 lengths clear of the Liberator in Carsevine, and a further 2 lengths back to the Connekeens, and then a further 3-4 lengths back to the battle going on between 4th and 5th and 6th, which is the lads from Ballinskelligs and over the water have a great battle of their own back there. But we're heading away to the bay. As you can see, this fantastic aerial shot here by Niall O'Shea. Niall, who's the man on the drone, covering the regattas for us this year here in South Kerry, has some lovely shots of the boys from Valencia, who are 3 lengths clear of in 2nd position Cremon, and then a further length back to the Liberator, who are 2 lengths further back to Connekeen, and then we have over the water and Ballinskelligs battling out for the 5th and 6th position as they head to the bay here. It is Valencia still out in front, rowing very strongly here this afternoon. They have been rowing very well this year. Dermot and his crew, as I say, they won all the regattas from the first regatta, which was in Carsevine, which we attended on the day, and they won very well that day. Had a good battle of a couple of fouls at that regatta, but there's no foul here today, as they're gone well clear, about 3 lengths from in 2nd Cremon, holding on by about 2 lengths from the Liberator, who is a further 3 lengths clear of Connekeen as we head down towards the bay. And then further back we have the battle going on between Ballinskelligs, the local crew as well here, and the lads from over the water. So as we head towards the bay here, they have a boat out here to show where the lads to go, as out here in the middle of the ocean here in Ballinskelligs. It is Valencia coming to the buoy and rounding it clear by a good 4 lengths now as they head around the buoy. Lovely rounding by Valencia there. Beautiful rounding by Dermot Welch and his crew. Coming into the second position, Crumon and the Liberator, very close together coming to the buoy. As they come around it, it's still Crumon going around it nicely. Have gone clear of the Liberator, who is about a length and a half back in third position. As they come away from it, Dermot Welch, Liberator, just round it there now in third position, as Dermot Welch is leading out from his second position. Come on, back in third we have the Liberator, and coming into it in fourth position now we have the lads from Connakeen, the crew coxed by John O'Sullivan there, coming around it nicely. And then further back the real battle is going on between the fifth and sixth boat, which is Ballinskelligs from over the water. The Ballinskelligs local crew coming around it now, and they are coming to it now as we see them coming around at Ballinskelligs. And back in sixth we have over the water, and all the boats have rounded the buoy here. They see them going around it very close together. Great race for the fifth and sixth position there, but Valencia are gone clear in the same boat race. Valencia gone well clear. They're pulled away about 6 lengths, 5 or 6 lengths clear now of in second position, Crumon, and they're about 2 lengths clear of the Liberator, who is about 5 or 6 lengths clear of Connakeen, and then they're about 10 lengths clear of the lads from Ballinskelligs, who are over the water bringing up the rear. As we head away here from the buoy, heading for home now in the same boat race, the final event on the programme here in Ballinskelligs this afternoon. Now what a great day's racing, as I said. So the under 12s, under 14s started this morning with the draw for boys at 10 o'clock. First race off at 10:30. Has been a day of racing. We'll show you up now to a 3:15 here this afternoon here, and the final event on the programme. A great day. They're coming to the second buoy. They're around the second buoy, and it is definitely out in front. We have Valencia, a good 5-6 lengths clear of Crumon, who are in second position, and they have drawn 2 lengths clear of the Liberators. Crumon come around the second buoy, and they'll be heading for home after that. And then we have coming around it Valencia and are the boys from Crumon, and coming around it right up the Liberator, closing now on Crumon for second and third position. They've closed right up on them that the buoy there. Joe Donoghue getting a nice rounding there, and Crumon still pulling away about a length and a half from the Liberator. Coming down to there, we can see the lads from Connakeen, the local crew here, who've been training very hard, are right there in action. As I say, I was talking to John Driscoll there this morning, and he said they'll be right there with the action today. And then further back we have got Ballinskelligs and over the water. But as you can see out in front is Valencia, drawing a good 8-10 lengths clear now of his second Crumon. Then we have Carsavine, the Liberator. They are real good hard race between the two of them for second and third. And then further back we have Connakeen with the lads rounding the buoy on the top of the screen, which is the lads from Ballinskelligs, and then over the water battling out back there. But it's out in front. We have the lads from Valencia, some beautiful rowing inside this Valencia boat, coxed by Dermot Welch. Dermot, who puts a lot of work into rowing in South Kerry. He's a lot of very good 4 hours as well. Pulls off 2 or 3 races in every regatta he goes to, and he also is a great man to build a Seine boat. As you can see, he's clear here by a good 8 lengths here from the second position. We have Crumon, and then we have the Liberator trying to close up on Crumon for second. That's the way they have been all day. And then further back we've got the Connakeen crew, the Connakeen lads further back there, about 6 or 7 lengths off the Liberator, and is trying to make ground here on them. As further back we have Ballinskelligs and over the water. But as we head away now, heading for home here in the same boat race, the final event of the afternoon here in the Ballinskelligs Regatta of 2024, it's the Valencia lads and Dermot Welch. Now pulling clear from in second, Crumon now, who being closed on by the Liberator. Liberator closing now for second position on Crumon. She can see her right in front of her, so that's going to be the race, as Dermot and his crew look like, all bar a foul now, have gone clear and look like they're going to win this race here in Ballinskelligs here this afternoon. We're about 16 minutes, 17 minutes into rowing. I think it's a 25-minute course here in the Ballinskelligs Regatta this afternoon. So Dermot and his crew are sailing for home here, rowing very nice. And then further back to second position, Crumon. As I say, their own regatta will be coming up next Saturday this afternoon. They'll be putting a bold bid in for that one. I'm sure they're going to put a lot of training in during the week to try and close down and win their own regatta. And then we're further back in third position, we've got the boys from the Liberator, and Joe Dunho is their cox as they head away towards the buoy, or head away towards the finish. It is up in front. It is the lads from Valencia, Dermot Welch and the crew out here in front, and rowing, some beautiful rowing here by the lads from Valencia. They're going to win the Ballinskelligs Regatta in their own style here, rowing away towards the finish. In second, Cremon. As I say, back in third in, we've got the lads from the Liberator. Further back, we have still rowing very strongly, Arconakeen, and then we have Ballinskelligs and the boys from over the water, the Wave Dancer. They're towards the end of the race at the moment, and it was great to see her out in the water. This boat has been at least nearly 17, 18 years since she rode here in Ballinskelligs. She won the All-Ireland Regatta. I remember back in the 90s one time we were filming at the time, and she was the champion boat that year. So as they come away here now, it is Dermot Welch. As you can see, the race for second between Cremon and the boys from the Liberator. Joe Dunho there, sitting low down inside the boat, pushing on the Liberator, asking the boys for every effort to close up. Try for second position here with the lads from Cremon and not letting him close down. And it looks like the competition for the two of them have closed a small bit on the boat from Valencia, which is Dermot Welch's. They've closed it down out to about 5 or 6 lengths as the pressure for the two are battling it, are closing it in on the lads. And then further back, we've got the Conakeen crew. Cox there, as I say, by John Fahoe O'Sullivan. He's there, and then further back we can see the Ballinskelligs boat with the boys from over the water further back. So as they head away, a beautiful afternoon for rowing here in Ballinskelligs Regatta of 2024, the final event on the programme. As we come up now towards the strand here, we can see the people along the strand and beach are rowing on the lads from Valencia. They can see them in sight now coming down towards the finish of the final event on the programme. It's Valencia from Cremon. And back in third, the lads from the Liberator. That's the way it has been all day. And what a great race the boys from Valencia put in. They're really rowing. They've gone about 6 lengths clear again of the boys from Cremon, who are about 2 lengths clear now of the Liberator. Pulled a bit away from the Liberator. And back in third in or fourth, we've got Conakeen. There we are looking at the rowing. Beautiful rowing inside in the Valencia boat with Dermot Welch as our cox, pulling clear here. Niall Shea again, as I say, doing a great job on the drone here this afternoon for us. He's doing a top-class job for the Ballinskelligs Regatta to show the rowing that is going inside in this boat. Some beautiful rowing as we see them heading in towards the finish, and they look like they're going to be the champions here in the Ballinskelligs Regatta of 2024. Then we have further back the Cremon, who are about 5 lengths now to 6 lengths further back, and then they're pulled about 2 lengths clear of the Liberator, who's pulled about 6 lengths clear of the lads from Conakeen. As the lads from Valencia heading away with Dermot as their cox, the man who built this boat himself. Good man at building a boat, great man to compete in all the rowing in South Kerry, Mid-Kerry waters, and also he goes to the All-Ireland Coastal Rowing Championships, which will be on in Dingle this year for the third time. On Dingle, we cover all the rowing championships of the last 8 or 9 years, and there's been some great racing with 4-oars and ladies and seniors and underage crews. As you see in second position, we have the Cremon lads. Cremon there being pushed on. They've opened up about 2.5 lengths advantage on the Liberator from Carsavine, as they look like they're going to finish in a good second. There we have the Carsavine lads with Joe Dunho pushing on, trying to force up the pressure here. We'll have to try and get their names from all these crews, because it's a great initiative to see the 6 Seine boats in the water. It's a long time since we saw 6 boats in the water, but it's great to see. Also then we're missing Steam at the moment. Steam are another crew who's compete in the South Mid-Kerry waters, but they haven't been in the water this year. They might be in the water maybe next Sunday, but it's 6 boats so far at the moment. As we see out in front, it is the boys from Valencia from his second Cremon, and then in third we've the boys from the Liberator in Carsavine. As we look up here, this Cremon lads trying to force the pace for a good second, but they're a good 6 lengths behind the lads out here who are rowing in great style, the boys from Valencia. Dermot Welch is their cox. Beautiful evening here in Ballinskelligs for the final event on the programme here. As I say, the programme starting at 10:30 this morning, and now we're into the final few bits of the rowing here in South Kerry, the final event, which is the same boat race. What a race we have in progress. As with Valencia out in front, rowing great stuff here in the waters of Valencia. As I was saying, the draw for boys was at 10 o'clock. We had the under 12 mixed first race of the afternoon at 10:30, then with the minor boys, and then with the under 14 girls, minor ladies, under 14 boys, senior men, senior ladies, and the under 16 girls and boys. And now the final event on the programme, the same boat race here, as we see Dermot Welch and his crew. They've drawn a good 6-7 lengths clear of Cremon. Cremon still, we're about 22-23 minutes into rowing. It looks like it's a 25-minute course. We're not too sure, but I think it is, as we see Valencia. They have drawn a good 6-7 lengths clear again of the lads from Cremon, who have drawn 2.5 to 3 lengths clear of the Liberator and Carsavine. The Liberator, the two had a great race for the silver medal here this afternoon. They were battling right through, as we have about 21 minutes of rowing in, 22 minutes of rowing, as we see the lads from the out in front. They're pulling away from the rest of the crew. They have, from the start, they took it up. Cremon battled it for a while, and then they took it up after that and have never been passed round. The first and second by the Valencia lads have never been passed all day, with Dermot Welch as their cocks. As we take a look back at the other crews, we've in second position, we have Cremon, Liberator back in third, Connacheen in fourth, then we have Ballinskelligs and Over the Water. So as they came down to the finish here, a big crowd along the strand here shouting them on, roaring on the Valencia boys as they come up to take the shot for the Seine boat race of 2024 here. As you can see in the distance, big crowds along the beach shouting on the lads. As we see in second, the lads from the Cremon, they're rowing great stuff here this afternoon. They're going to their own regatta in good shape for next Saturday, which will be the regatta in Cremon. Then the Liberator closed down again to about 2 lengths. Here we have the Liberator and Joe as the cocks. Joe has put a lot of work in up and down the river there with the lads. They're rowing very strong inside her. We'll have to try and get the names of these lads as well. As I say, I got the names of the Connacheen crew, but we need the names of the rest of them for the final few regattas if we're covering them here. And then further back, we go back to the lads from Connacheen, the ones who we have all the names of. As I say, the cocks was John Sullivan, the with stroke or John Driscoll, Dylan Connell, fifth oar Vincent Sullivan and Vitaly, the Ukrainian man. In fourth oar, Aidan Sullivan, Ty Sullivan, third oar, Jamie Hoolan, A. O'Neill, second oar, John Murphy and Cormac Hoolan, and in the bow, Thomas Hussey and Thomas Curran. They are the boys from the Connacheen, who were the local crews here from Ballinskelligs as well. Whereas they head away down, we're looking at Cremon there, going to try to close the gap on the leaders. And we head up front, here we are, the champions of 2024 here in the waters of Ballinskelligs. As they're heading in towards the finish, it is Valencia and cocks by Dermot Welch. As they come down to the finish, we'll have to get the names of the crew which are rowing there with him. As they hit to the finish, they are going to be the champions for another week here in the South and Mid Kerry waters. It's going to be Valencia and Dermot Welch. Dermot looks over to see the shot. There's a rope going right across the water here. You will see it in a few seconds there, which gives you the initiative from the buoy. As we see the flag, up they come, and there they are, the winners of the 2024 championship here in Ballinskelligs. It's Valencia and Dermot Welch taking the shot in great style. They're crossed over the line there, a great winning crew, and have won. As Dermot looks back to see who's in second, and second coming over the line is Cremon, who are going to be a great second. Great performance by Cremon. Looking forward to their own regatta next Saturday, as I say. And further back, they wave the Liberator. As we look at Cremon coming to the finish in a great second position. Then back in third, we've got the boys from Liberator easy over the line in a good third position. We've got the lads from the Liberator coming in. Let's see Cremon there passing. And there we have the rope in the water, as you can see. Coming in, we have there Joe Donoghue and his crew from the Liberator in a good third position. And then further back, we've gone in fourth, the local crew from Connacheens, who are round the Ballinskelligs area here. There they are coming into the finish. We've got Connacheens. Then further back, we've got Ballinskelligs, and then we have Over the Water. So that's the result of the same boat race here in the Ballinskelligs Regatta of 2024, final event on the programme. First, we got Valencia. Second, Cremon. Third, we got the Liberator and Carsavine, and in fourth, we've got Connacheen. Back in fifth, Ballinskelligs, and then we've Over the Water. What a great day's racing. So we'd like to say goodbye now from Ballinskelligs to everybody, and thank you very much for your help. As I say, contact Niall